right. Okay. So I'm gonna call this radical healing. Here today, my name is Joseph McDonald. I represent Soulwise Wellness. I'm here with my dear friend Eric. We met at a Freedom community event about 5 years ago, and I loved everything he said and everything, all of his energy. And we've had a great social and community integration since then. So, Eric, welcome. How you doing today?
Ups and downs as is life, but focusing on the ups.
Absolutely. And here today, we're talking about a pretty big up, like an amazing up. So, as far as I understand, you were diagnosed with type 2 diabetes a long time ago. You've been suffering for a long time. But in February 2025, you did something amazing. And I'm really excited about it. And I'm inspired to do the same thing. Can you tell me what that is that you did?
Yeah, I dumped all carbs out of my life.
Unbelievable. How did you do that and why did you do that?
Well, the why, so yes, I was diagnosed diabetic over a decade ago, but I also had other health issues from joint pains, gut stuff. I'll spare you all the gross details. But I was getting desperate and I started tracking what I was eating in conjunction to my symptoms. And I noticed the less bread I had, the better I was doing. Um, my half sister and my mom and my niece all have celiacs, so I thought it was gluten at first. Went gluten free, I still had problems.
Hmm.
And one day I was watching some video on the internet. Jordan Peterson was talking about government corruption and lies and corporate lies and stuff you'd probably like.
The manipulation of
And
bread and wheat. Yeah.
well, well, I was supposed to actually skip off the video. And then he's like, "Oh, well, if you want to guarantee yourself diabetes, just follow the diet the ADA has online." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And then he gets into this thing about how diabetics just can't have carbs, period, and they're not actually not needed for anything. It's just sugar. It's just fuel. There's not anything needed. And I was like, wait a minute. Back in high school, I remember carbs, protein, and fat being building blocks of cells. So I went down a rabbit hole at 2 in the morning, and then I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's do this challenge. Let's do like 5 days no carbs and see what happens. Um, I ran into a massive amount of benefits in 3 days.
That's incredible.
Um, yeah, so I don't know if you or anybody watching this might know what neuropathy is. Basically, your nerve endings are dying or dead, and in your extremities, you'll feel cold when you shouldn't, or hot, or like there's this chronic tingling pain. And for me, that was there every day of every minute for over a decade, to the point where like just scratching my leg would send me into pain, sometimes drop me from my feet. Within 3 days, the neuropathy had gone like 50%.
That's
And
incredible.
doctors were basically telling me without heavy duty medications, it was not going to be achievable in my lifetime.
Isn't that
Um,
so disappointing?
Yeah, right. And like even when they tried to get me on medication in the beginning, I did it like an idiot. And they were like, "Oh yeah, you're going to be on this for life. There's no way you're ever going to get good enough to get off the meds." Um, but with all the side effects and all that, I had ditched that a long time ago. By day five, neuropathy was 100% gone, except just localized around where I broke my toe.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So
it's been a long time since February. So it's like
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so that was the 5 day benefit. It kept getting better.
Yeah.
My gut problems improved, inflammation went down, joint issues went away. Again, sparing the nitty-gritty details, but toilet paper use dropped to 10% of what it was. Like just everything improved across the
Saving
board.
money. Saving money.
Um, yeah, within the first 30 days, I had lost approximately 30 pounds. Um, so
So
yeah, it was it's amazing.
let's bring this back. So you were already like radically sugar reduced, like you could have very little sugar before this started.
Yeah, so
Where are we at with sugar?
because of the side effects with all the medications, I completely dumped sugar out of my life. Like fake processed, even naturally sweet things I got rid of. Like even honey was bothersome. To the point where my palate adjusted. Like one small sip of pop was disgusting to me. Like when,
Yeah.
when you get that 30-day period no sugar, your palate adjusts.
Yeah.
So now I'm down to maybe one or two grapes a month, maybe a
Wow.
single strawberry in a month, and that's like I have a really hardcore craving. I'll put it in there and I'll just let it sit, right?
For like an hour.
Oh yeah, I'll just like hold it and let like
Uh,
and it solves the craving right away.
uh,
But I also notice as I up my Celtic salt intake, sea salt, I actually even crave even that one or two grapes even less now.
Amazing.
Um, so I was already done with sugar, no honey, no natural fruits. So all of my vitamin C and all that kind of stuff comes from greens, vegetables, and stuff like that.
Nice.
Maybe once a month I'll cook with lemon on a fish or lemon tea, but otherwise I'm just no fruit because that's just sugar to me.
So then advocating for your family and your community, would you say that everyone should radically reduce their carbohydrates or eliminate them?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amazing.
Carbs are not needed. We need protein, and our bodies can get all the energy they need off of fat. Carbs are just not needed. The only carbs I get now are from cheese, Greek yogurt, and stuff like that. And even at that, I'm getting maybe 20 grams of carbs in my entire day. And
Mm,
like I've actually got an app tracking everything I'm eating,
nice.
macros, calories, all that.
Amazing. Well, that is absolutely fantastic. Looking at my additional notes here, sounds like it 100% was worth it.
hmm
Was there anything that you can point to particularly that helped your willpower and your strength to do this other than the information?
Yeah, well, information and research certainly helped. If someone is going to make this switch, you can do steps where you just do reductions or eliminate a singular source. I
Mhm.
started with bread, pasta, rice, and
Nice.
then I dropped potatoes, and then I dropped kidney beans, nuts.
Wow.
So it was kind of staged out for me, so it wasn't an extreme like all at once.
Yeah. Is that all potatoes? Is that
Yeah,
all? Wow. Okay.
yeah, no
So,
sweet potatoes, white russet. I don't even eat squash anymore. As I said, I got rid of nuts because that's just carbs to me.
okay. Yeah. So then what are you eating? Like a lot of meat.
Uh,
I'm getting the meat impressions.
yeah, for example, yesterday I had three pork chops for lunch, just pork chops in a pan with butter. And then I had what I call egg roll in a bowl. It's
Nice.
the cabbage, bean sprouts, the ground meat of choice, seasoning, chopped veggies in a pan. And for my rice, just have some cauliflower
Nice.
hit a shredder and pan fry that. And,
Oh,
there's
amazing.
your, yeah. So it's meat and vegetables, mostly meat, greens, still a lot of cheese, Greek yogurt, eggs and bacon are a staple.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's amazing. I love everything you just said. I think it's valuable information. Yeah, I'm not doing any kind of formal thing here, but I'm going to call this radical healing. It's feels like you radically healed yourself, and like I want to help bring that message to as many people that need to hear it. I've been reducing carbs for a long time, and I'm going to continue doing so. And you've inspired me to do so. So I really appreciate that, Eric, and I appreciate you sharing this wonderful message with me.
Well, that's good to hear. Anybody who struggles with the willpower in the beginning, give yourself a set date or a challenge. Wait, 3 day, 5 day, 7 day, something like that. I would really recommend 5 to 7 days to start. Set that challenge. Once you hit it, look at the differences, look at what your body's feeling and telling you, look at how you feel, even your cognitive functions. And then from there, I just went, okay, all that stuff I had before, that came from this. This is poison now. I'm not going to eat this poison.
Nice. Yeah, I love
So,
that. It's a very clear line that you made for yourself, and that makes it easy to stay within the lines. Like, I'm thankful that if you go to a dinner party, if you go to Christmas or turkey or whatever, you know what you can eat and you're firm on that. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that is actually the single greatest challenge to maintaining this well over 180 days later is going out to eat.
Hmm.
The options do dwindle, but when you know, like it becomes easier.
Yeah, absolutely. And thankfully you have a family that's there to love and support you. So, if it's anything like my family, like we share food. So here's all my
Yeah.
carbohydrates until you're ready to get to this level, babe. Like,
Well, it's also a side effect of that is I've taken over in the kitchen a lot. I do a lot more cooking in the house. My son is the only biological relative I have who is not diabetic, and I'm determined to keep it that way. So I'm
nice.
influencing what he eats by I cook it.
Awesome.
And he's loving it. He now won't let me take asparagus from his plate because of the things I've learned to cook. Like he loves it. He actually likes it more than ice cream now.
Oh, that's really awesome. I love that. And yeah, teaching our youth how to be is going to be huge. So that's all amazing. I'm going to end the recording now unless you had any closing thought.
No, it's worth it. Do it. It sucks in the beginning, but it's worth it. 100%.
Love that. Awesome. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you have a magical day.